Welcome to this news update on the Acnn TV. For effective ministry in the year 2023, the Supervising Bishop of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos, the Right Reverend Dr. James Olushola Odedeji, and wife Dr. Lydia Olukemi Odedeji, as well as the clergy and wives of the diocese, converged at the Cathedral Church of Christ, Marina, Lagos, at the 2023 edition of the annual Clergy and Wives Convocation, presided over by the Supervising Bishop. In a sermon on the theme, Becoming and Remaining Faith for the Master's Use, taken from 2 Timothy 2, verse 20 and 21, he admonished ministers to make themselves both useful to God and humanity, adding that when one serves God wholeheartedly, God will service them so that they do not live in poverty. The event also featured a paper presentation on the theme, which was delivered by the Reverend Henry Moore, and a health talk on the topic, Now That You Are 40 and Above, by the Reverend Canon Dr. Benjamin Okere, consultant obstetrician and gynecologist. Clergy who have served in the ministry meritoriously and are ready to bow out of the active Venerable Samson and Mrs. Elizabeth Olalayton, and the Venerable Isaiah and Mrs. Elizabeth Idowu. Now, the Kogi State chapter of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Acnn, has said there is need for adequate protection of child rights in the state through formulation of child-friendly state policies. Kogi State Acnn Chairman, Senior Apostle Adebayo Emmanuel Olaniyan, said all adults in the state should be in the vanguard of child protection in order to stem rising cases of child abuse and pervasive child rights violations in the communities across the state. Olaniyan lamented the high incidence of child molestation under the guise of child adoption and fostering when he received members of the state and child rights advocacy team in his office in Lokoja. He said he has made some personal intervention to save innocent children from abuse, torture, and maltreatment in many occurrences. The Acnn chairman called on the people of the state to take interest in child rights advocacy and protection by forming enduring partnership with rights groups like the International Federation of Female Lawyers and others to get legal representation for children in conflict with the law, in the interest of protecting humanity. The conglomerate of Churches of Christ in Nigeria in the north, known as Acnn, rose from its 67th General Church Council meeting and resolved not to support or vote for same-faith candidates of any political party in the forthcoming February 25 presidential election. A three-page communique issued by the General Secretary of the Fellowship, Very Reverend Moses Ebuga, no resolution is binding on all of its 3 million members across Nigeria, saying the Assembly aligned itself with the position already taken by the Christian Association of Nigeria on same-faith presidential ticket, which does not mean well for Nigeria. The group admonished its members who are yet to obtain their permanent voters' cards to hurry up, collect theirs, and get ready for the election coming in the next few days. The Christian religious group also expressed worries over rising cases of insecurity and comments being made by some presidential candidates of political parties capable of causing fresh civil unrest. Calls on the federal government to rise to its constitutional responsibility in addressing the lingering security situation ravaging the nation, cautioned the entire citizens to be vigilant against forces that could possibly ruin them. Now, on the foreign scene, North Korea has reclaimed its position as the world's worst persecutor of Christians, according to the latest World Watch List report prepared by the religious persecution watchdog Open Doors US. The Open Doors US released its 2023 Watch World Watch List recently. The document, released annually since 1993, ranks the countries of the world based on the severity of persecution and discrimination Christians are subjected to. While Afghanistan took the top spot in 2022, North Korea regained its status as the world's worst persecutor of Christians in 2023. Somalia, Yemen, Eritrea, Libya, Nigeria, Pakistan, Iran, Afghanistan, and Sudan round out the top 10 worst persecutors of Christians on this year's World Watch List. In a statement announcing the findings of the 2023 World Watch List, Open Doors US cited an anti-reactionary thought law implemented in North Korea as a particularly troubling development. Open Doors US interim CEO Lisa Pierce said in an interview that the law was enacted in 2020. That's all we can take for now. Please join us at 3 p.m. for the news on the hour. I am Charles Philip Huakolam. Bye for now.
Do you want the federal government to get?
The same government was able to have money to buy a car.